Better communication. Do you feel comfortably seated? So take the best posture now, and when you feel willing to start this session to access your infinite resources, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. Under your closed eyelids, do nothing. Just focus your gaze on an imaginary point on which you focus your attention. Just a point in the center of your eyes, a little further or closer, depending on what is most comfortable for you. And now take a deep breath. Let the air in through your nose, naturally, without forcing it. Yes, it's good. And especially during this relaxation phase, experience complete freedom and let this feeling of freedom inhabit you. Let the deep muscular relaxation diffuse in each of your cells at its own pace, so that you breathe at a more regular rhythm. With each exhalation, it relaxes you entirely and releases all your muscle fibers. Even the smallest one has a tendency to synchronize with your own pace, and if the situation demands it, you will also feel free to return to a state of normal alertness. As you breathe more slowly, more deeply and more regularly, your muscles are relaxed, released from the smallest tensions. Your subconscious mind will be free of small interferences, and it will improve its abilities to experience keen sensibilities and judgment. To better understand what I say and to make it more beneficial to you, you will find that this state of relaxation helps in the acquisition of new knowledge, opening you to new possibilities and new thoughts that will offer you more pleasure and satisfaction. This state opens up your inner abilities, and you will feel good in harmony, as though you were in your own personal space, a space of security and comfort, or an intimate place known only to you, in which you can enjoy serenity and safety. Your internal rhythm synchronizes and you feel this inner harmony blossom. Now I suggest that you associate this moment in this intimate space with a picture, a word, a sound, a song, a gesture, a position of your body. Take time to meditate about this association. Find this word, this sound, a gesture that best symbolizes this state of deep relaxation. Did you find it? It is perfect, this image, this sound, this gesture, this sensation. I don't know it, but you do. You can use it whenever you want. To find this intimate place or this state of well-being and deep relaxation. And this shortcut will be faster and faster, more and more effective as you listen to this sensation. And my voice continues to probe, this voice which could well be your inner voice, the voice of your deep spirit, your deep nature, the voice of your unconscious, and while you continue to relax and enter in a gentle idleness, I ask that your conscious mind resist its desire to slip away. Now that you have access to the state of your most precious resources, perceive how your mind wants to move towards the best solutions, towards the most effective choices, the fastest way to make your desires possible. Note how ready you are when it comes to doing things. To use these considerable resources you have. How to create new associations of thoughts, ideas, to open your vision to new solutions. As you finally release the tension from your muscles and without the interferences, your mind is more free, more flexible, more able to use its infinite resources for your immediate and future benefit. Maybe at another time, too many thoughts occupied you, hindered your perception of things, events, situations. These invasive thoughts imposed a sense of uncertainty. So in this moment, don't think of anything in particular, as if you were in the center of nowhere, comfortably disassociated from your environment. The mind in the center and the body just elsewhere in two distant spaces. In this state, you allow yourself to understand how your mind can easily implement a change, implement an idea, a project, and plan its implementation. Every day from today, and it may be a small change at first, which influences a part, then diffuses into each cell of your body. Exactly as you release a small muscle first, to extend this relaxation to all parts of your body, to feel a deep relaxation in each of your cells. It is possible that in the past, to meet a need, to adopt to a particular situation, you felt the need to adopt a small change necessary to make you feel comfort and security, or something else important at that time. And maybe it can be changed today, because this small change has brought you in a state of conflict between what you want now to guide your future and this change that was useful before. Between this promising future in which you approach others in a relaxed state of comfort, your breathing pace is calmed. You are posed, listening more, well in the company of others, available to new discoveries. And this old impression, your breathing blocked at the level of your plex, while thoughts and protective reflexes are formed which incite you to remain behind, to remain away. So as it had already helped you in the past, your unconscious can now adjust its best settings to alleviate these conflicts, these oppositions, these difficulties, these habits that sometimes imposes themselves too quickly, that sometimes overwhelms you. Your deepest part can help you with a lot of ease in instantly finding a state of relaxation. Release when coming in contact with new people, when breaking the ice. This state of appeasement, most favourable to use your formidable internal resources, to feel good in full possession of your means and emit signals of benevolent tranquility, which others interpret favourably. Benevolence which makes you want to create contact instantly. Have you noticed that when people think intensely about what they would like to get, or what they would like to become, or simply what they would like to do, when their thoughts are sincere and profound, then this change begins to happen in their lives. So while your conscious mind is wondering how to do this, how to simply put in place this state of most favourable tranquility, just at the best time, when you decide to get in touch with new people you find interesting, different, friendly, or just entertaining. So you might right now want to let your deep part browse some memories. Just let it wander towards the past, perhaps looking for a moment, a situation, days, weeks, or months ago, or still further away. In that moment, during which you also had the feeling that if you focus your thinking on something in particular, this could be achieved. And indeed, it happened, as you had imagined, as if you also had the power to turn your thoughts into reality, to transpose what you had thought mentally into the reality. And now the more your deep mind walks, the more it travels the past, the more you find situations in which everything was done exactly as you thought. And you can remember your thought was staring at something with strength, with pleasure. And the more you thought about it, the more you naturally perceived what to do and how to make it happen. So it happened as you thought. Then you can remember a particular situation in which this occurred. Just let yourself lost in this feeling. Feel all there is in this memory. When you have succeeded exactly as you had imagined, and look at all there is to see. Listen to all there is to hear. Feel all there is to perceive. Then enjoy a few moments of this pleasure, of this marvelous success. And I wonder how easily you could imagine doing this, as you have done so often, perhaps this time, at another time in the future. It can be in a week, a month, or a year. A future in which you take pleasure in discovering others, in which you diversified network of knowledge opens up new horizons and brings you a great personal satisfaction and more intense moments in life. Finally freed from this sense of constraint, fear associated with new encounters, long moments of observation in which you formulate judgments which take you away, which build obstacles between you and others. You can decide as you did it so often, so that tomorrow you can look back on this day. When today will be gone, it will be a day of the past. You will remember with great success, with a feeling that will come back to your memory unexpectedly. And then maybe you will forget it again, as you had forgotten about the other successes which are so useful to you today. And now I want you to come back to explore your childhood memories, because I know that there are stored some interesting experiences which you have used in many occasions, when you acted as if everything was fine and the problem was dissipating, as if you didn't even get hurt and the pain faded, as if you knew what to do to get results. First you had to simulate so that your body and your head perceived things as if they really existed. Then the path would be lit and you only had to follow it, and then you didn't even need to pretend. Then you can take a moment to do it now, to think as if you had reached your goal. There, now that you have reached your goal, now that you have added these new contacts, that you have enlarged your circle of knowledge, that you cultivate a kind of impatience to discover new people, to communicate more authenticity. Now that you see how this good communication brings you excellence on too many areas, on a personal, family, and professional level, I suggest you look around. What do you see? Is it brighter, warmer, more harmonious? Listen to the sounds. What do you hear? They are more melodious, more cheerful. Feel the atmosphere as if everything corresponds to what you imagine, to how you move, how you think, how you better imagine all the solutions. While you're in this position, your breath is appeased. You are perfectly comfortable with yourself. You feel confident because you have found precious treasures, treasures you no longer thought of. And I wonder if by knowing this, you feel in a hurry, impatiently waiting to use this knowledge, to regain the habit of advancing easily in the best direction, because you know you can do it again. How do you enjoy communicating? Going to others, and in return, as you benefit from new ideas, of new world views, new opportunities brought to you through these new relationships, as you feel in harmony with what you emit as positive signals. And you can feel proud. Review in your mind this knowledge you have just acquired, how essential, how pleasant it is. And now feel reassured that when you become aware of the many treasures you possess, and that you will be able to activate, as you have chosen to do at this time, your body rests, and that it is enough for you to take with you these words which you have just heard, just the words that seem interesting to you. They will become a part of you, imprinted firmly in your memory permanently. And you can just remember to forget anything that has to do with the conscious level, as you simply forget to remember what is in the unconscious. And whenever you like, when you think that you have done all that you had to do, put in your best effort, found the best ideas you have and how to implement them, when you will feel the deep feelings that something good and important has come true, you will be able to begin the process and complete it here and now. But in the meantime, take the time to enjoy all these good feelings, this good moment. You will only have to mentally count down from 5 to 1, and at 1 you will be back in the present, in shape, full of positive energies, because you know that the processes you have put in place will continue today, tomorrow, and in the following days.